Images from Pokrovsk. A Russian soldier uses a hunting rifle to shoot down FPV drones flying towards him with well-aimed shots.
Весна сработает! Погнали! Весна сработает, понял, нет?
Russian drone operators spotted a group of Ukrainian infantry looking for a new position. They tracked them for a while and precisely calculated their coordinates. Then, Prince Vandal of Novgorod activated his fiber optic drone and destroyed the first position they took. After the first attack, the soldiers hid in another basement. However, it was also destroyed, and they hid in another building. The Russians launched a drone attack on that building as well.
Don't forget to leave your opinion about the video in the comments, subscribe, and like.
In the Serebryanka region, Russian forces are firing explosives at bunkers of Ukrainian soldiers. During the attacks, backpacks filled with TM-62 anti-tank weapons were used. With the help of a detonator or a timer, the anti-tank is detonated. This is definitely the most interesting military video I have shared on YouTube to date. The military ingenuity of two Russian soldiers. They set up an ambush for an FPV drone on a fiber optic cable and cut the cable with scissors. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. 6 Ukrainian soldiers can be seen in the images. While they were discussing the operation among themselves, a Russian artillery shell suddenly fell on them. It caused great panic, and most of the soldiers were seriously injured. Russian reconnaissance drones spotted a shelter where a Ukrainian soldier was hiding during an aerial reconnaissance mission. An attack drone then launched a powerful strike on the shelter. Russian soldiers are successfully destroying enemy drones in the air by firing at them from the ground. Drones attempting to attack Russian positions have little chance of success.
Давай за ней сразу, пока я не поймали, забрали ее. Давай, хорошо. Попали! Попали, красава!
Ukrainian Armed Forces mortar position destroyed. A reconnaissance mission from the North V Brigade advancing north of Chasiv Yar discovered a camouflaged Ukrainian military mortar position hidden among private homes. During further observation, a temporary mortar crew deployment point near the position and an ammunition depot located in a farm building were identified. The brigade's artillery immediately attacked the target, destroying the entire area where the mortar, ammunition depot, and enemy temporary deployment point were located. The Russian Southern Group destroyed Western-made equipment in Konstantinovka, a newly established mortar position destroyed by a series of drone strikes. The mortar crew has not yet fired its first shot. Russian drone operators beat the Ukrainian crew to the position and destroyed it. An M101 towed howitzer was also spotted in the same direction and destroyed in a series of drone strikes. Footage of the liberation of Redkodub, located on the border between the Kharkiv region. Russian aviation, artillery, and attack aircraft destroyed the combat equipment and firing positions of the Ukrainian armed forces. Russian assault troops then raided the positions of the Ukrainian forces. Redkodub was liberated by fighters from the 144th Motorized Rifle Division of the 20th Army of the West Military Group. The Russian Defense Ministry announced that the Russian armed forces withdrew 2 damaged US-made M1 Abrams tanks from the Sumy region. Destruction of a 2A-65 unit belonging to the South Group of the Armed Forces of Ukraine by artillery fire at the Delivka train station. Kupiansk direction, a buggy belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces was blown up by a mine. Kharkiv region, Russian Goran attacking the target.
Падает!
The Ukrainian Armed Forces PVD-129 OBR Tero was subjected to a powerful attack with 3 aerial bombs in the Ugrody village area. Near the village of Voronezh in the Sumy region, a Sever reconnaissance UAV operator discovered a P-18 radar station belonging to the Ukrainian armed forces. Russian operators destroyed the target using a kamikaze UAV. The Russian army is burning Ukrainian armored vehicles in clashes near Chasiv Yar. Russian soldiers are destroying Ukrainian military equipment with precision strikes carried out by KVN unmanned aerial vehicles using fiber optic cables. The 103rd Regiment is advancing towards Konstantinovka, striking Ukrainian armed forces infantry in the ruins. The fighters of the 103rd Regiment are continuing their attacks toward Konstantinovka, destroying Ukrainian armed forces infantry, firing positions, and fortifications. During the attack, Ukrainian forces are being targeted by precise strikes from FP-5 unmanned aerial vehicles. Army aviation pilots are evacuating their comrades from the crashed Su-35 using Mi-8 and Mi-24 helicopters. All are alive. Zaporizhia direction. Reconnaissance units of the Southern Military District are skillfully uncovering and destroying enemy positions in the destroyed villages of Zaporizhia. Operators of the Russian UAV group are destroying positions with sniper precision, flying Novgorod Prince Vandal UAVs into windows and bunkers. Konstantinovsko direction. The Russian reconnaissance unit discovered a shelter where 2 Ukrainian soldiers were hiding. The shelter was then destroyed by several FPV drone strikes. A powerful FAB 1500 arrival from the UMPK to the Ukrainian Armed Forces deployment point in Kupiansk. A Russian FPV drone lurking in the direction of Sumy. The Ukrainian pickup truck was spotted and the drone took off quickly. Soldiers who had spotted the drone in advance managed to escape. Russian FPV drone operators destroyed another Ukrainian drone control point. The electronic devices and position were destroyed by the attack of several FPV drones. In this direction, Ukraine's birds in the sky were disconnected. The frontline troops were deprived of the assistance of drone operators. Destruction of MRAP International Max Pro vehicles used by the Ukrainian Armed Forces in the Muravka district by Russian drones. Rare footage of a Russian Iskander missile strike at close range has emerged. Russia's Zala-type kamikaze drones are destroying Ukrainian forces' fortifications by crashing into them like this. Don't forget to share your thoughts on the drones in the comments. Drone operators from the 810th Marine Brigade in the Sumy region shot down 2 Ukrainian soldiers. In the footage, UAF drone operators from the 34th Mountain Rifle Brigade of the Sever National Guard tracked, intercepted, and destroyed a Ukrainian combat group attempting to enter the positions in Myropilya by car. An attack drone belonging to the Dnipro military group destroyed a camouflaged Ukrainian mortar on the right bank of the Dnieper River in the Kherson region. FPV UAVs destroyed an expensive video surveillance complex and signal boosters for UAVs located at a control point of Ukraine's UAVs. Zaporizhia direction. Another Ukrainian gun was taken out of action. Russian soldiers struck accurately once again. At night, the Ukrainian armed forces tried to remove the remains, but it was too late. Russian FPV drones struck and destroyed everything they saw. Ukrainian forces are continuously losing millions of dollars worth of equipment in this direction. Much of the equipment provided by NATO is being destroyed. Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to join our Telegram group. Sumy direction. Together with the 76th Airborne Division's reconnaissance work in the Nikolskoye settlement, the Rubicon aircraft detected and destroyed a Ukrainian pickup truck. A great example of a chase. The pickup driver, despite all his efforts, did not survive the attack. Kharkiv direction. FPV image of the antagonist group destroys the equipment of the armed forces of Ukraine. During the day in this direction, several pickup trucks of the armed forces of Ukraine were destroyed. Soldiers now have to walk. If possible, they are trying to verify the destruction of the destroyed vehicles with objective cameras, because sometimes there are comments like, "There is no footage of the destruction of the vehicle you say was destroyed." Because of such comments, objective imaging is tried to be done, but it may not always be possible.